If you wouldn't mind starting by just explaining your role here on campus.
Yeah, I'm Robert Sumwalt. I'm delighted to be with you, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of this. I think servant leadership is something that's very important. I'm the executive director at the Boeing Center for Aviation and Aerospace Safety here at Embry-Riddle. We're Embry-Riddle. We're like Boeing. People sometimes think we work for Boeing, but no, we're at Embry-Riddle Center of Excellence, and we're doing aviation safety research. We're teaching some classes, and we're doing some other new things as well.
Well, it sounds exciting. How'd you get involved with this program here?
I have a safety background. I've been with the National Transportation Safety Board for about 15 years. Before that, I was an airline pilot. So when I retired from the NTSB, President Butler invited me to come and start this center.
So you just know a little bit about safety is what I'm hearing.
Well, a little bit, but I'm always still learning.
Well, we appreciate you being here and all your efforts for our campus.
Thank you.
All right, so our first question, if we're just going to jump right in, is
what does servant leadership mean to you?
Servant leadership, a lot of times people think that if they are the leader or if they're the boss, then everybody is there to serve them. But servant leadership flips that model on its head, that a servant leader realizes that if they're doing their job properly, they are there to serve and support the people that are working with him or her. And I think that's a wonderful model. I ran a Fortune 500 flight department for a few years and before going to the NTSB. And I really embraced that if somebody on my team needed something, if they were running late on a flight because of whatever delays, my job, if they had not eaten, my job was to figure out a way to go and get them something to eat before the next flight.
That's awesome. See, I love that. It's the little things that matter and that make everything count. And I appreciate how you said it flips that upside down. Not a lot of people mentioned that part, that it's about serving those and working back and forth. It's a linear relationship versus a vertical relationship.
Absolutely.
How do you try to live out servant leadership in your role on campus?
Yeah, I really do believe, I'll repeat it, that if I'm doing my job right, I'm here to serve the people on the team to help them succeed. Because when the team succeeds, we all succeed.
That's wonderful.
What is one example of a moment when you saw servant leadership in action?
One thing I like to do occasionally, you go into some airports, like Charlotte Airport, they have bathroom attendants. And how many people actually thank those people for keeping the bathroom clean? But I try to do that. I say, thanks for keeping this nice and clean. And I'd like to think that they appreciate being appreciated, but that they probably don't hear that. So just little things you can do to help others realize that they are important in life.
It's beautiful. Say, I know a lot of our staff members on campus when we hit COVID, our buildings, our custodial team, they were on top of it. We had very few students and faculty and staff that were getting COVID from being on campus. Like, what you're doing outside campus, completely different story. But those that were on campus, we had very few that tested positive because our custodial team was so good at what they do. And I don't think that they also got appreciated the way that they should have. So I love that you said that. That's wonderful.
Why do you think servant leadership is important in our community?
Well, why is it important? I think because it's the right thing to do. I think that by serving others, you make them feel like they are a part of the team. And the team can work better, much better when it's cohesive, when members feel valued, appreciated, and that they feel like they can turn to others to help them. So I think it's just a part of strong team building.
That's beautiful. I have one more question specifically for you. Would you happen to know why you were nominated to be part of our servant leadership Schultz?
I don't know.
Well, our Reverend Keck on campus said that he has worked with you a few times and that he had such a great time working with you and that you were a prime example of servant leadership on campus and that he appreciated the way that you orchestrate things, the way that you handle things, the way that you talk to others, and just jumping in and making sure that things get done the way they need to get done because it's the right thing to do and not because you need the recognition or any other thing. So, thank you.
thank you for making my day. And that's an example there that of feeling appreciated. I didn't know why I was nominated, so thank you for expressing that. And I read a book about servant leadership, and it just made so much sense to me that I can't imagine trying to flip that upside down model, trying to flip it back the other way around at this point.
I think that's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for what you all are doing.
Oh, well, we're here to highlight people like yourself who are putting everybody else ahead and trying to help everyone grow together instead of just, oh, well, just that one person over there. They think like me, and we do a lot of the same things, so the two of us, we're going to go up. You make sure to lift everyone up. So we appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you. A rising tide floats all boats. So we're all on the boats to fly to rise. We've had a lot of rain around here, so we'll do a lot of boats floating right now. But anyway, thank you so much.